introduced the survey because we wanted to put some structure around the conversations we were having with our clients and other acquiring organisations who felt that their level 4 programmes weren't performing, small merchants just weren't engaging with their programmes, and also that there had become an over-reliance on the revenue from non-compliance fees, and we wanted to give those respondents an anonymous voice via the survey. We received 29 responses to the survey. Most of the responses were anonymous, but from those who did identify their organisation, we can tell that 5 of the top 10 global acquirers are represented in these findings. 76% of respondents have more than 100,000 merchants in their portfolio.
There's a couple of things that are clear. Firstly, that there's an increasing concern around non-compliance fees. And a lot of the respondents kind of indicated that they're looking for alternatives to charging merchants non-compliance fees. The other thing it indicated is that they're not really having an impact on compliance rates increasing. "93% of respondents wanted to have a PCI program that was performing at over 70% compliance. But the survey results also told us that only 11% of respondents actually had a program that was performing to that level. So the survey results are telling us that there's sort of like 3 main reasons. The first one is a lot of us don't know that they have to. So they're not seeing the communications coming from their acquirers or their banks on it. They're not educated enough on it. Secondly, those that maybe do, they don't see the value. So they're not really seeing any value to the program in the current approach. And finally, a lot of them they don't have, even those that want to engage, they often just don't have the experience or the knowledge or an IT person to help them through the process. 86% of respondents told us that it's not appropriate to charge non-compliance fees for longer than 24 months, but also 11% actually told us that they felt non-compliance fees should never be charged. "60% of the respondents to the survey felt that adding merchants to a managed compliance service or a managed security service was a viable alternative to charging non-compliance fees. 72% of respondents felt that non-compliance revenue is bad revenue, and it's a revenue stream that the industry needs to find a way to wean itself off. I guess one thing that's interesting about that is that that figure is up 20% since last year. Survey results indicated that most respondents felt that some form of regulation could be introduced to control non-compliance fees. But again, our advice to acquirers is just to, try and provide added value services to their merchants instead of charging a non-compliance fee. The Sysnet PDS solution addresses the concerns in the survey because it's a proactive approach. So we're not waiting for merchants to call us to do their PCI compliance anymore. We reach out to them. When we get them on the phone, we walk them through the PCI compliance process, which makes it much easier for them. We help them download the security tools that they need to secure their business. We issue them a certificate, and then we monitor their security on an ongoing basis. So if we find further vulnerabilities, it's our job to call them back to help them fix those vulnerabilities. It's our job to call them back every year to do their revalidation of PCI. So it just makes the whole process much easier because we handhold them through the process every year.